And welcome back. Now we are at part 6 and we've constructed the first part of R2D2's leg. So now we're going to focus on some of the small details. So the first one that we're going to focus on right now is going to be, if I go to Alt-C, is this little blue element right here that sticks to the piece of R2D2's leg that connects that cylinder together. So how are we going to do that? Okay, so the first things first, we're going to go Alt-C, get out of that X-ray mode, and then I am going to go ahead and press 3 to go into, click on the mesh, edit mode, I'm going to press 3 to go to polygon mode, and then I'm going to select these two right here, yeah. And then what I'm going to do is I'm going to go to inset faces, and I'm going to push it forward so I have that extrusion inside there. That's good. That works for now. We'll just adjust it on the side viewport and such. And then now that we have it just like that set, we are going to go and hit Alt-C for X-ray mode. And then we are going to non-uniform scale this on the red axis. Cool. And sort of move it where it's sort of more in line together, like as it should be, just like that. So then we're going to want to go to the front viewport because as you can see, that kind of misaligns those sections that you just extruded. So you're going to take these right here side, bring them in here, and then these right here. See, as you can see, how they're lined up is not very particularly likable. So I'm going to go ahead and take it and move it right up to here. Good enough, yes. And then I'm going to take these 4 faces. I'm going to go into face mode, select these two. See, X-ray mode sometimes doesn't let you select the faces, so I'm going to select these two right here. That's good. And then I'm going to take the extrude, and I'm going to go ahead and pull this out, as you can see. And then we have to do all the adjustments on this and such to make sure that it's lined up correctly. So we're going to go into front view, and I'm going to take all of these faces and move them a little bit into a position to make sense. So I'm just sort of improvising since I don't know exactly the specifics of R2D2, the way his mesh is configured. So I'm going to take and line it up right here to these points. I'm going to go to X-ray mode, and let's see. The first thing we're going to do is I'm going to take these and line it up here. And then I'm going to rotate into perspective. Alt-Z to turn off X-ray mode. And then I'm going to turn on snap. And basically I'm going to be taking these and collapsing them right here. So as you can see, something went wrong. The way that I did that extrusion. So how do I go ahead and fix this? That's easy. Select these two, go to that perspective, and then move them. Sometimes you get weird issues like this, so you just got to go fix them as they come. So cool, that's done. I'm going to go to press 1 and go to vertex mode. Snaps on, take it, snap it down to right here. Down to right here. Cool. Now I have that little connection point right there that I have to connect R2D2 to that element. So we want to go ahead and just be efficient and delete some of the meshes right now that we don't need. So how are we going to do this? I'm going to go ahead and go on face, hit Alt, so like that, and then Shift add to the selection. And then if you're in edit mode and you hit H, you will hide that element right there so you don't see it, but it's only within edit mode. So why did I want to do that? Because this right here, there's no use for it, so just might as well go ahead and delete that. X, faces, that's good, and then I hit Alt H, and as you can see there, now I have R2D2's little element and such. So what's going to be the next part that we're going to work on? The next part we're going to work on is going to be the actual leg section below. So once we have that sorted out, what am I going to do? I'm going to exit object mode. As you can see now I have that little section, blue section that connects that to R2D2's leg. I'm going to hit Control S to save it, and now I'm going to go ahead and create the leg, the little bottom section of the foot, if you will. So how do I do that? I'm going to go into the side view, and I'm going to hit Shift A, and I'm going to create mesh. Oop, no, not that. Shift A, create a mesh. Cube. So you see, now I have my cube. You see, with a cube, you don't have to go and adjust too much like you did in the menu. You can do that if you like, but normally I'll just go to object mode. I'll just go to edit mode. Alt C to turn on X-ray, and then I will go into vertices, and I'll take these and lower them down here, and take these and raise them up here. Oop, see, I have snap on, so that's kind of affecting it, so I'm going to turn it off. Take that, snap it up to about right there, and I'm going to take these and non-uniform scale them on this axis. Select the top ones, non-uniform, scale them on the red axis. Boom, it's aligned, good. I'm going to go to this perspective. And as you can see, there's, again, alignment issues. So I'm going to go and take these two, line them here. And I'm going to take these two, line them here. And now is the part where you start to see the reference material that I got from online doesn't quite fit exactly to the way that I want to have it. So what do I do then? I go to object mode, take that, and then just take this one right here, that plane, and then slightly move it up so it lines up with the placement of my mesh. That's good. Perfect. Then I select the leg section again. This. And then I go into edit mode, select these two up here, and I'm going to go ahead and scale these. Cool. And then I'm going to go on this perspective here, 3 for select the face. Doesn't matter how you choose it and such, and then extrude. Take it out to make up that little section right there. Yeah. And then one more. And then last little foot section right there. I'm going to take those vertices, non-uniform, scale them on a red axis, and then if I go to the front, you can see uniform, scale them on this axis, and as you can see, there's misalignments with the reference, but can't always be perfect. That's how it is and such. So now that I have that, one of the things that you don't see, and you'll probably see in the reference material, because you'll probably have to go back to the reference material that I gave you to look back to this, is they have a section, and let me go ahead and turn off, right there, this face, where it's kind of cut into the foot, and that's where the pivot, that's where the little open area that you need to be able to rotate the foot as R2D2 moves. So we're going to go ahead and cut that into the mesh. So how are we going to do that? So we are going to start out with going to press 2, go to edge mode, select all of these, shift, or you can just do alt. Oh no, sorry, that's why. No. Okay, well I can't select them, but I'll just select them all manually, holding shift, good. And then I'm going to go down to this one, loop cut. I'm going to put one here. And I'm going to put one a little bit higher because that's where I'm going to need to do the cuts to be able to get that cut section in the foot. And so once I do that, I am going to go ahead and select, go to select right here, select, go to face mode or 3, click, click, click like that. I have it all selected, cool. And then I'm going to go into insert faces, and then I'm going to push downwards like this. And as you can see now, it's giving me that cut to where that little section is going to be. So now that's that. Have the basic parameters of that. I'm going to go to front perspective, and I'm going to go ahead and turn on X-ray mode or Alt-C. And then I'm going to go ahead and align all these elements together. So as you can see, there were some unpreferable things that happened when I did that cut. So I'm going to take this one, for example, these vertices, raise it up where they align upwards right here. I'm going to take these one right here, align it upwards like this, so these are mostly level, And then I'm going to take non-uniform scale, go on the green axis right here where you kind of have the same parallel width to it, and then take these one right here. Again, do the same green axis to just scales in one location, and then we rotate around. It's okay, it's okay. See here. So you can see some of the scaling went into some undesirable places, so I take these two right here. So as you notice in 3D, it's going to be a lot of tweaking and shit like this. So take these, scale them non-uniform on the red axis, and this one, and shift hold this one. And again, you are going to do the same. As best as you can. You don't have to be too accurate because we're just doing this for fun. So now that we have that, we're going to go ahead and take these right here and line this up to, as you can see, this is that cut in the foot where we need to align it to. So I'm going to take this one, align it here. I'm going to take this row right here, align it right here. Cool. It's good. Control S to save your work. And then you're going to go exit X-ray mode or Alt-C again. Go to 3 for faces, and then you're going to select this, all these right here, and then you can hit X to delete, faces only, and then as you can see now you have that little section in there that's been cut. We'll probably have to make some adjustments to the foot or the base so it kind of all fits together, but for the time being, let's have it like this. So now we're going to want to close off some of these other sections that we just deleted and such. Fill that in. So I'm going to go to press 1 and go to vertex mode. I'm going to select 1, 2, 3, 4, these here. And I believe the shortcut is F, yeah. And I'm going to do the same here. Shift, connect all these. F closes it. Same deal with these. Shift and shift. F and F. And sometimes when you do these operations, you want to go ahead and rotate and make sure you didn't accidentally select the vertices you didn't want, because that can give you undesirable results. Deselect and then select the last 4, shift, select the last 4 and hit F. And as you can see now, that whole little section's been closed off inside. So now you have that little cut into his foot that you're going to need to be able to have that foot pivot. So let's go ahead and just readjust the dimensions of this to be based on our mesh. So I'm going to take this right here and I'm going to slide it to the, see, it's not X-ray mode, so you don't select all of them. So I'm going to select all of these, move them here. But as you can see, it's best probably just to adjust the foot on the other one. So let's go ahead and get off object mode. Go on this one right here, go to edit mode, and you probably want to just go ahead and select this whole row, because eventually you're going to get rid of those when we get to the optimization part of this tutorial. So I'm going to take all those right there and I'm going to move it to where it kind of lines up here. And then these right here, move it a little bit to the bottom because that's how it's going to connect. And you know what, if you want to be a little bit more accurate and make this little connection piece a little bit more round, just go right here to edge, select all of these, make a cut, go on the side view, and then, nope, don't want to do that. Take these, scale them on the red axis, take the bottom one, scale that a little bit more, raise it up. And there you go. Now you have that connection that connects to R2D2's foot. Go ahead and go to object mode. Turn off X-ray. And as you can see now we have a good section of R2D2's foot that's been created. And then after that, this is probably the end of this segment. So I will see you in part number 7.